Hi everyone, welcome to Full Circle Trader. I hope everyone is fine and healthy. So if you are new on the channel, what we basically do here is we use multiple technical concepts to analyze the charts and markets because we believe that when these technical concepts come together, they form a picture of an opportunity. So to know these technical concepts well, please follow the channel and watch the complete video. Before today's analysis, I would like to share a very important update with you all. So there is an important circular which came from SEBI today, and it talks about some very important points which is going to impact most of us. So let's just jump on to the article, which is published on CNBC TV 18, and it's a very big article. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what this article is all about in point wise. So the most important point to be noted here is that the new circular or the document which SEBI has issued today is called as DDPI, which means Demat Debit and Pledge Instruction. Right now, what this document is, we're just going to see it in a while. This document has been issued by SEBI today, which is on Monday, and SEBI has made this document compulsory. So this is a very important point that now this document is going to be compulsory, and brokers will have to collect it. Another important point here is that these guidelines or the circular will come in effect from July 1st. Right now, this DDPI will have two purposes for which the SEBI has issued it. The one is for transfer of securities. Right now, what does this mean is that whenever you take the delivery of stocks or whenever you sell your holdings, right? So broker has to debit your demat account. So for that, so far, what these brokers were doing, they at the time of account opening, they used to collect a document from you, which is called as POA or power of attorney. Now, this DDPI or Demat Debit and Pledge Instruction document is gonna replace that POA. So it will, from now on or from July 1st, this DDPI will be used for, debiting your account for the purpose of transfer of securities, right? In the beneficial owner account of the client towards the stock exchange, right, and settlement, right? Now the second purpose here is pledging of securities. Right now, what does this mean is, if you know I'm sure that many of you must have got a kind of notification from your brokers that if you want to use an additional margin to trade in the markets, you can pledge your existing holdings or mutual fund units or even ETFs, right? If you pledge them with your broker, you can use these, you can use it as a extra margin from broker, and most of the brokers as of now, is giving this facility to their clients. So for both of these purposes, the SEBI has issued this new document, which is called as DDPI. So from now on, you don't have to give the POA to your broker, which till now these brokers used to ask mandatorily for opening the account. No, what SEBI also said is that the watchdog said that the existing POA will continue to remain valid till the time the client revokes it, which means that even after July 1st, if you want to continue with the existing arrangements, which is power of attorney, you can continue it. But if you want to revoke it, you can change it. You can ask your broker to revoke the POA and give this new facility of DDPI. Another very important point is that according to the circular, the POA will be optional and should not be insisted upon by the stockbroker and depository participants for opening of client account. Now, this is a very important point because till now these brokers used to ask compulsorily the POA from you while opening the account, and there was a reason for it.
whenever we do the swing trades and take the delivery of stocks, or when we sell our holdings, these brokers has to debit our demat account, and to do so they need the power of attorney. However, the power of attorney is a very crucial document, and it comes with far more power than just debiting the demat account. It also gives the power to the broker that they can trade in your account, and which was the main case, which was the point which SEBI used as a reference to issue this new document called DDPI. So now this is a very powerful step which SEBI has taken for the benefit of the retail traders, for their security, that now you don't have to give the power of attorney to your brokers. You can simply give DDPI instruction to your broker, and they have to debit your account, do all those settlements and deliveries, etc., just by using the DDPI, and POA will no longer be compulsory document which needs to be given to the broker at the time of account opening. So this was then a very important update which I wanted to share. Now with that, let's just jump back to the markets. Okay, so very amazing, gap up today. It opened at its low and closed almost at its high. So that shows that the actual buyers are there in the market, and they have after this strong bull run yesterday, they again have gapped up the market. So that shows that bulls are quite active. And now what we have here is we have quite a good room void to the upside, which means that if this market has to complete this measured move, which we have talked about in yesterday's analysis session, now this market has to move past above this resistance, which means that it has to clear not only this resistance, but it has to reach up until here. Why? Because move from here to here is somewhere around 1600 odd points. So to complete these 1600 points, give or take, this market has to clear the resistance. And now we can see that all this cluster of a resistance, a very nice lower low kind of trend which this market was making some time back, this market has cleared this up, and now we do not have any strong resistance, and it can easily move up, right? Now, another very important point is that because this market has been moving continuously from past 5 to 6 sessions in the same direction, now it would not be very appropriate to take the long trades here, because chances are that now it can pull back. The chances of pulling back the market is getting increasing day by day, and I'm sure that as it will reach to this new high, it is definitely gonna pull back. So in my opinion, we have to little bit wait here, because this market has already given a very nice up move. Now the point comes that should it start pulling back from where it is right now? No, nobody can say that. We are not sure of that. There are chances that tomorrow this market again gap up, hit this resistance area, and then come down, making it a topping tail kind of a bar. Or it might just start to pull back, or just consolidate here. But if you remember, if you've been following my channel, as one of the full circle trader concepts, technical concept, I have been mentioning that whenever there is a very strong move and then prices create a base or support, that's a bullish indication of a strong breakout. So if prices will create a base here, or let's say even if it pull back a little bit, the chances of stronger pullback will increase, rather than market just give another gap up opening and come back down, or stays. Even if it stays there, there would be chances that in the next session it might give us a big selling bar. So more appropriate action for the market right now would be that it should consolidate at the current levels and then give a proper and strong breakout, instead of just keep moving up. So you should be very careful with your long trades now. Now talking about the 60-minute time frame, we have the nice move, and now we have a plus WRB bar or a wide range bar, right? And plus gap up scenario here. If you remember, as one of the full circle trader technical concepts, I have mentioned that after a momentum move in the same direction, whenever you have a wide range bar in the same direction with gap up, that increases the chance of a pullback or a consolidation. So I think that we need to be very careful now in this market for long trades, because this gap up opening and a wide range bar after this whole run up says that prices might starts to pull back. And if you see, this is now making kind of an M-top pattern. However, this is not a very textbook style pattern, but after this it has given a very shallow pullback here, and it has moved back up again. Now where it moved back, we have the sellers here, or we could have sellers at this location. So if prices open gap up tomorrow, right, there are chances that it will make a new high, right, adjust a new high, and then it starts to pull back, turning this bar as a failure bar or a topping tail bar. Right. Now you can argue that this move was started from this base. So how can we say that this is kind of a extended bar, or this bar should stop this up move here? Now see, we are not sure if price is gonna stop here, this trend will stop here, or it will keep rising. But looking at this whole scenario, we have to see the overall picture. This this momentum move or this upside movement has started from 17,000 support, right, and now it has reached to 18,000 level. And after this whole move, prices have given a gap up opening with wide range bar. I'm not saying that prices will not continue to the upside now. There are chances that it will pull back, so we need to be very careful. So for tomorrow in the 5-minute time frame, again, what it can do is it can form a retest pattern and make a kind of a M-top and might pull back or come down, right? So let's say it might gap up and then eventually come back down, make it a topping tail, or let's say after gap up opening, it starts to move back down. It will just retest this prior high here, and then prices will start dropping to the support area, the nearest support area. So we need to be very careful for tomorrow's trade. If prices retest this high and starts to move back down, then probably we should focus more on the short trades instead of the long trades. Another important point to be noted here is that the distance between 200 MA and 50 MA is quite high, which even further increases the chances of pricings to pull back and come back down to retest or take support on this rising 200 MA. Now, before we go ahead and analyze the Bank Nifty chart, let us just readjust this resistance line, this new resistance which the market has created. So this is around 18,350. So let me just adjust this. So this new high was around 18,350.95. So this is our new resistance area. So just keep this in mind. We have just crossed the 17,790 level, and the next point of reference or the resistance would be 18,350. Now with that, let's just jump on to Bank Nifty. It looks like that both Nifty and Bank Nifty charts are following each other because they are almost, they look like same. We have gap up opening in Bank Nifty as well. And if you remember from yesterday's analysis, we were
little bit worried about this resistance here. We thought that if prices will come and either give gap up opening, or let's say it's open somewhere here, and when it will enter into this zone and hit this resistance area, we might see a pullback. But nothing of that sort has happened, and it has very clearly cleared past this resistance area. In fact, this has cleared the resistance right at the opening itself, and after this it has given a very clean breakout. Although after this initial move, prices did consolidate whole day, and then they tried to retest the high or cleared it, but they failed to do so. Now again, the another important point to be noted in Bank Nifty, which is still not there in Nifty, is that both daily chart and the weekly chart has come near to the resistance area, which is 39,400, give or take 39,406 in weekly and 402 in daily, so almost very close to each other. So now, because we are near to the weekly resistance area, we need to be very careful. Although we have just cleared, we have given a very strong momentum move here, and prices have cleared the rising this declining 20 MA, which is also now turning up to the upside. But we cannot ignore this fact, because it is there on the chart. Everybody is seeing it, that now we are close to the resistance, and this resistance will definitely gonna have its impact. Again, very strong momentum move, and then we have the wide range bar and gap up. So chances of pulling back of prices gets increased here. We might have same kind of scenario, because Nifty and Bank Nifty are following each other so closely. We might have gap up opening like Nifty, and then if prices starts to move back down, creating a new high, a new failure high, and then move down again, a retest kind of pattern in 5-minute chart. I would also like to mention here is that pulling back of prices looks more clear and stronger in Bank Nifty as compared to Nifty, because prices are more stretched and near to resistance both daily and weekly in Bank Nifty, which is not the case in Nifty. Now talking about the 5-minute again, chances are that prices might open gap up, make a new high, retest this resistance, and then starts to move back down. We have a very high distance between two MAs. Another possibility could be that prices directly open gap down, and they just cleared this support area and starts to move back down. Let me just enlarge this chart, because I want to show you one very important thing here is that for tomorrow's trade, let's say if what scenario that we are building right now, and which is to the short side, meaning we are having a bearish view for tomorrow, because things have been little bit extended and they have been kept on moving from past few days. So I think long trades look little bit weaker than the short trades, which looks more potential right now. So let's say if prices open gap up and then starts to move down, until and unless they cleared these support area, right? For this would be the first support, and this is the second support here. So let's say prices open gap up and then starts to move down, then do not we can take the trade based on the first candle it forms. But then in that scenario, we would have to create the target point. So this could be the target 1, this could be the target 2, and this could be the target 3. That depends on the gap up opening case. However, if prices opens directly gap down, if that would be the case, then until and unless it will clear the support area, which looks like a very strong support, do not enter into the trade. Let it, let the prices get settled down, let it clear the support area, and then we will take the trade to the short side. So this is what I want to, mention here is. So that's it from today's analysis. Hope you like this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up, please share it with your friends, and please subscribe the channel and start asking questions. So till then, take a very good care of yourself and catch you soon in the next session. Take care. Bye-bye.